I know they're sick. You want to give me medicine. I get money, oh. You want to spend my money. Oh, yeah. Allow me to enjoy myself. 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 Oh. Hello, hi everyone. Good evening. This is your girl Stephanie. Welcome to my channel, Stephanie Glam, where we just focus on topics that can make us help us to become a better version of ourselves. So wherever you are, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me this lovely bank holiday afternoon. And for all my new subscribers, thank you so much. And also my existing subscribers, thank you so much. And if you are just breezing in, just coming to see what this page is all about, please, I ask you to stay to the end of this video. And also please subscribe, leave your comment, leave your reviews, because this helps me to picture better ways and also to think of better topics to bring into this channel to help us all become the better version of ourselves. So without further ado, thank you so much again. And this is Stephanie. Welcome to my channel, Stephanie Glam. So today we'll be focusing on a topic which I have titled Focus on Yourself as You Are the Key Priority. Oftentimes, we do neglect ourselves, and sometimes I feel we don't treat ourselves as much as we should treat ourselves. And sometimes it's not really our fault, it's just that societal demand, friends, colleague, work, and all that tend to make us digress from our own self-care because we are putting so much attentions on other things. But that is not bad. But also, while putting attentions into other things, let's not forget focusing ourselves is also very important. So I'm going to take a couple of your moments and ask you some questions. When did you last take some time to focus on yourself? When did you last take some time to go for a massage? When did you last take some time to take yourself out for a nice coffee treatment or a shopping spree? When did you last time take yourself out for a dinner or lunch? Or take yourself out for a short weekend away or vacation? I know some of us are quite guilty of that. Well, if it has been a while since you've done this, trust me, girl, you are not alone in this kind of situation. It is understandable that most likely the reason why you have not done this or have time for yourself is because you have a lot going on in your own life. You want to be there for your friends, you want to be there for your family and your colleague. And this sometimes tends to make you turn down on your own personal request. Yes, your loved ones are an important part of your life, bringing you so much joy and also so much happiness. But if you do neglect yourself in the process of wanting to please them, things might start going out of balance. And if you're not so much careful about this, you may start feeling tired, and also you may start growing to resent the very same people that you care about. So my friends, it's normal to need some time away. Needing some time away is essential for your own happiness and for your well-being. Also, I would also like to portray the fact that setting healthy boundaries will help you care for your own needs while making sure that the needs of others are well cared for with kindness and respect. And like most things in life, this kind of self-care is about balance. You might not think you have enough time on your hands to create this good time for you to focus on yourself. But I tell you, my dear friend, you can do it. All you need to do is just express this with the communication of your loved ones, letting them understand the need for you to care for your own self through effective communication. And when you present this to them in a logical way, I'm sure they will understand. So without further ado, I would like us to take some points to focus on how we can actually treat ourselves as the main priority without being selfish or being judgmental. So, what does it mean to focus on yourself? Focusing on yourself means prioritizing your own needs, interests, and desires rather than focusing more on the needs of other people. This does not mean that you are actively working against the needs of other people in your life. It just means that you are not neglecting yourself in the process of wanting to please other people. Now, for example, just imagine yourself as a garden. You know, gardens comprises of different flowers, and all these flowers needs watering and nourishing for them to grow and blossom into a good garden. So just like this, imagine the Davidoffs as requesting for your work demands. Imagine the roses as your romantic relationship, and the daisies and daisies as your friendship, and so on. Therefore, think of it this way: watering each of those flowers represents your time and your energy, because each of those flowers needs a bit of nourishment, and giving the nourishment that they need to turn into a beautiful garden needs time and watering, and that requires your energy. So as you water each aspect of these flowers, you may eventually run dry and empty if you don't look into yourself and give your own self that kind of nourishment and watering that you need. So you need to know which of those flowers needs more attention, and the kinds of, and not just needing more attention, which of the flowers needs more watering and more nourishment. For example, if it is your relationship that needs more nourishment at that time in your life, you need to focus more time on your relationship and less time on your friendship. If it is your work or your career that needs more focusing at that stage of your life, you need to create more time into your work and your career and less time for your friendship. It's just the way it is. So why is it important for us to focus on ourselves? If you have imagined your life as a garden, focusing on yourself is about refilling your water can, refilling your energy source, so that you can continue caring for each and every aspect of your life. For example, making time for your hobbies and big goals can help boost your self-esteem. So you need time to focus on those aspects. This improved self-worth will also overflow into your work and your relationship. And the end result is that you will have a positive energy when you are around others. Taking time out for yourself can also help you identify the flowers that demand too much watering. For example, you might end a toxic relationship to better focus on yourself and your career, or you might change jobs so that you can have more time with your family, or move jobs to a closer location that is closer to your family and your loved ones. At the early start of taking time and taking this approach to focus on yourself, it may feel like you are being selfish at first, but actually, you are not being selfish. You are just stepping back into an opportunity to improve yourself and to focus on what you want for your own life, which is to create a better atmosphere and a better version of yourself. Yeah? So now, how do you focus on yourself and not on others? Some of you might be wondering these questions like, how can I focus on myself without making my loved ones feel like I am neglecting their own needs? Which sometimes can be very, very tricky to balance the two together. So I have highlighted a few eye points that you can use in order to manage this scenario, in order also to create less tension. Setting healthy boundaries can be difficult, I understand, especially if you don't do it very often. You might feel selfish or worried about how others will respond to this new lifestyle and these new ways of life that you have created for yourself. So, I have listed some few points, like I actually said, on how you can be able to improvise and balance this equation. Number one, recognize that the word no is a complete sentence. In some cases, it may be helpful to provide a reason for setting boundaries. For example, if you need to set boundaries between you and your children or between you and your partner in order for you to focus on some certain goals that you've set for yourself, which at the end of the day will be beneficial to the whole family. For example, the way you can do it is that you will just let them know that you require space at that time for yourself so that you can improvise and become a better version of yourself, which will be benefit for all at the end. A simple way of doing it is just to have a simple conversation so that you can protect that relationship with them, so that they don't feel like you are intentionally isolating their own needs in order to please yourself. But because when you have a very unique conversation with them, to let them know the reason why you need that time and space for yourself at that time, they will understand that at the end of the day, it's all going to be beneficial for the whole family or for the whole entity concerned in that kind of relationship. But in most instances, you don't have to justify yourself, okay? If you cannot be present or you cannot make time for a particular occasion or particular event because you need some time for yourself, all you need to do is just say, I'm sorry, I cannot make it, but thank you for inviting me. It's as simple said and done, okay? Also, let people feel how they want to feel. When you are focusing on yourself, the time you now decide to focus on yourself, not everybody will accept that new way of life you've set for yourself. Some of them, they are going to challenge you. Some of them, they are going to face you with resentment. But it is not in your place to manage their own emotion. Let them manage their emotions. Let them feel the way they choose to feel, how they want to feel. It is no business of yours. The main priority at that time is that you have set a time and space for yourself, and they should accept you for that period of time. So if someone is hurt because you are spending time on yourself or focusing on those goals that you want for yourself, allow them to process their own feelings. They have the right to their emotions, just as you have the right for your own space. They will eventually get used to your new boundaries that you have set. And if they don't want to support you because you want to take some mean time or take some time of reflection for yourself, they might not just be a great friend or a great partner. So be kind to yourself is another high point. Remember, you are allowed to take time for yourself. Try to be mindful of any negative thought or any negative self-talk that may creep in during that moment. Also, try not to worry about what other people will think of you. Okay, instead turn your attention to how you want to use your own self-care time for yourself and for your own self-improvement and for your own self-journey. Okay, so these few lists I've listed this evening. Be kind to yourself. Let people feel how they want to feel. Take time to reflect on what your goals are. Don't be scared of setting boundaries, and remember that the word no is a complete sentence, and you don't need to give so much explanation for not being at a particular place at a particular time if you need time to focus on yourself. So that is what we're going to be talking today. I don't want to make this video a very long one. The next time we'll be meeting, I'll be talking about on how we can prioritize our own self-care. So thank you so much for tuning in this evening. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you're thinking of whether you want to come in today or come in another day, please subscribe to this channel so that I can create more content for you. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.